Hello everybody, my name is Blake with Zero Latency Hound, and I am back with another track guide for our next league race for the next 2 weeks. We are in an Audi R8 GT3 and we're going around the Nurburgring. Not the entire Nordschleife, that would take a whole lot of time to make a track guide about. We're just doing the GP layout, so I'm going to go corner by corner, and then I'm going to set a hot lap in racing speed, and we will get started right away. So starting your lap, you're going to be going down the pit straight here. You'll be in 6th gear by the time you reach the braking point at the end of the straight. Now turn 1 is a hairpin, so you have to pay close attention to the braking points. So downhill braking into the first turn, and I usually brake right at or just a bit before that 100-meter board there on the right. And hard braking, there's a bit of a kink beforehand, so you'll just have to aim your car straight. You don't want to be turning the wheel at all while you're braking. So you'll be going from 6th all the way down to 1st. You see the hairpin on the right. Give it kind of a bit of a late entry. You're going to be cutting across it. You're going to feel the track drop away from you. In the racing sim, it feels like I'm driving my car off a cliff. But on the exit, aim it towards the outside. Just kind of get your acceleration going, and then come back to the middle of the track for the next left-hander coming up, as you can see. Now you're going to want to keep it in 2nd gear and a pretty late entry into it, so you're going to hit that curb on the left pretty late and then aim towards the outside once again, because this next left-hander you're also going to be going in pretty late. So it's still going to be 2nd gear around here, and just hitting that curb on the left pretty late, keeping it towards the left so that you have a nice line onto this right-hander here, and then we're finally going to get the power down. Aim it towards the outside when you're getting the power down. Use up all of the track that's available to you. I think I'm usually in 5th gear by the next braking point, and I usually brake right around here. So there was a service road that I just passed. When I pass it, I brake down into 3rd gear and just kind of coast the car through this left-hander. Don't go all the way to the right, just keep it towards the middle. You'll do a quick stab of the brake around here just right before the corner starts, and you'll go down into 2nd. Just keep it nice and slow, coast the car through here, then as you get the power down again, aiming towards the outside. And we will keep going into this kind of open hairpin here. Now, I usually like to aim my car towards the outside of the hairpin and then cut in. So here's sort of what that looks like in slow speed. So right before that curb sort of gets like an extra layer, I guess, on the left, about halfway between when the curb on the left starts and when it gets bigger is when I start braking. And I go down into 2nd, and instead of aiming towards the inside, I actually aim towards the outside, and I'm continuously slowing the car down, and then I cut back in, so I'm getting the power down like right around here. Once again, aiming towards the outside, power down, power down, power down, using all of the track that I can. Going up through the Schumacher S's. You won't be braking at all. You'll just have a slight lift of the throttle. You don't want to hit that curb on the left. That's too high. But on the exit, you can go across this one on the right. That's perfectly fine. And this one on the left, it's not going to help you at all. But if you're getting a little squirrely, you need some extra space, it's there for you. So this next one, I brake right before the green kind of AstroTurf starts on the left. So I missed it there, like right about here. And I will be going down into 2nd. Now this turn is sort of cambered inward, so you don't want to hit that curb on the left because it will take away a lot of your grip. Don't go all the way to the right, just keep it in the middle and swoop back to the left. This next turn I don't actually brake for, I just kind of coast through it, like so. So I just lift off of the throttle a bit before the corner starts, just coast through it. Back on the power once again. This next corner you don't have to worry about, no braking, no lifting, no downshifting, anything like that. For the chicane, I am braking right between that 150-meter board and this 100-meter board, so right around here. And sometimes I find myself going into 1st, sometimes I find myself going into 2nd. But either way, straight line braking, hold the wheel straight. Don't want to be hitting those big sausage curbs on the inside of the chicane. It'll just throw your car off way too much. Once again, putting the power down while you're aiming towards the outside. Final corner here. And I don't really have a defined braking point, I guess like right around here. Yeah, I feel like I go in pretty late on the brakes, making sure not to really hit this curb at all, because if you're hitting this curb, you'll probably hit that little pit-in barrier like that. I've done that plenty of times, but Going around the corner once again, aiming towards the outside while you're getting the power down, and then you are done with your lap. So, now that we have gone corner by corner, let's see what it looks like in real racing speed. Coming out of the final corner then, hard on the power. Going to be doing some downhill braking into turn 1. So right at that 100-meter board. Down into first. Right across the hairpin, aim towards the outside, but swing it back towards the middle so we can get a good line through this left-hander. Late entry. And aiming towards the outside. Once again, late entry left-hander. Just hitting the curb on the exit. Opening up the line for this right-hander. Power down as we're aiming towards the outside. And braking right after the service road on the right into third. Just coasting it through here. Keep it into the middle. Second gear. And just coast it through there. Using up all of the track while we get the power down. Halfway through this gray curb here on the outside. Braking down into second. Keep it wide and then turn in late early on the power. Using up all of the track we can. And just a lift through here. Don't want to take that curb on the left, but you do want to take this one on the right. And braking just before the turf starts on the right. Down into second. Keep it off the curb, but also keep it in the middle. And we'll just lift off for this one. There we go. Flat out through here. And between the 150 and the 100 boards. Down into first, was a little bit late there. Gave me some downshift protection. Didn't get my engine braking right, but that's alright. One final stab of the brakes down into second. Don't go too far inside or you'll hit the pit entry barrier. And that is a lap. Thank you for tuning in to my track guide. I hope to see everyone in the next one. And if you do drop by for Racing League night, the time to beat is my personal best at 2 minutes 2.7. See you then.